Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
The female employee said she was terrified because she was not sure if this is going to be where he shot her, himself, or both of them.
We begin tonight with new information about a standoff in South Fargo last night. Thank you for joining us. Fargo police say they're still investigating the motives and reasons behind why a 49-year-old Fargo man entered the Southeast Human Service Center, locked himself in a room with a female employee, and told her he was going to kill himself or have police kill him. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop joins us live with more on what exactly happened. Ashley?
Fargo police responded after getting a call from the employee's husband. He couldn't get a hold of her, and it turns out she was trapped in an office with the armed man, John Casper, for nearly 2 hours. Casper entered the building around 4 p.m., went directly to the office and showed his gun to the employee. When police got the call around 6:45 p.m., they went to the office, saw a man with a gun pointed to his head. Police were able to get the employee out of the room and left Casper alone. The building was evacuated and SWAT was called to help negotiate. Police say Casper shot himself in the head just before 9 p.m. Now, the bullet did exit the building through the office window.
Still need to work that out through the investigation, if there was a reason that he was there, if he was a client, if he knew that employee. Those are things we still need to work through.
Now, Fargo police say officers did not fire their weapons during this incident, and Casper did not point his weapon at the officers or the employee. Andrea?
All right, thank you so much, Ashley. Chief Todd says he sends condolences to the family of John Casper, but commends his officers for showing bravery and getting the victim out of that tense situation. FM Pride Week events continue tonight with a youth drag show and pride dance. The week is about celebrating diversity and showing that the LGBTQ community is visible and belongs. FM Pride Collective expects to draw about 8,000 people to the event. They say it's one of the Midwest's largest rural celebrations. But since last year's parade, other events have become targets, with the nightclub shooting in Orlando and a man with weapons trying to target the LA Pride Parade. Organizers say those events are in their mind when planning this year's parade and rally.
So we have been in contact with them again this year. Obviously that question didn't escape us as well, and so with that partnership we are confident that we've got plans in place so that everyone can feel comfortable and safe at all the events.
Fargo police say they will be present at the Pride Parade like they are at every parade. The Pride events continue through the weekend. There's a 5K at Woodlawn Park in Moorhead starting at 10 tomorrow morning, and then Pride in the Park from 11 to 4 at Island Park. For a full list, head to valleynewslive.com. Today, Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney presented his preliminary budget for next year and is asking for about $269 million overall. But with a looming billion-dollar budget shortfall from the state, what does this mean for Fargo's 2017 fund? As we already know, Fargo needs more police officers. The city requested 6 more officers for the 2017 budget. They were approved for 5. The Fargo Fire Department asked for 4 new positions. Coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 6, we'll break down the total number of employees needed and tell you the shocking number Fargo Fire had approved. A beautiful day, and so far, not a lot to worry about in the weather department. Let's find out from Justin Fanfarelli what's going on this evening. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea, and good evening, everybody. Yeah, we had plenty of sunshine out there for today, especially in the morning with more clouds moving in and some rain moving in right now, especially out to our west. Temperatures not bad for this time of year. 76 right now at Fargo, 72 Bemidji, 62 out toward Jamestown, and 67 at Devil's Lake. As you can see, we are mainly clear with the exception of our southwestern counties, including Stutzman, Lemoore, and Dickey, where they are seeing some rain showers moving through right now. Nothing heavy from this one, and we're not even expecting any thunderstorms as we go through this evening. So we got mostly cloudy skies. That'll be the story. Temperatures falling back into the upper 60s by early this evening and into the lower 60s by the early overnight period, as we do have a chance of an isolated shower. That is going to be the story as we go through the day on Saturday. And then we're going to clear out nicely and really start to warm up as we round out the weekend and start next week. Details coming up.
All right, thank you, Justin. A Grand Forks man is in jail after police say he led them on a high-speed chase. Officers say they spotted Jesse Steele speeding away from a domestic disturbance call last night, but say he wouldn't pull over when they tried to stop him. The chase ended when Steele's car hit another vehicle near a north side intersection. He faces numerous charges, including assault, car theft, and reckless endangerment. In this week's Valley's Most Wanted, Fargo police are looking for 26-year-old Daniel Jenkins. He's wanted for felony theft of property and unauthorized use of personal ID, which is also a felony. If you know anything about Jenkins, call police. The United States is on track to finish the Rio Olympics at the top of the medal board, but it's been another challenging day. Team USA lost solid bids for gold in wrestling and men's volleyball. Still, everyone's buzzing about Ryan Lochte and 3 other swimmers under scrutiny for the now discredited report of a gunpoint robbery. Brian Moore has the details from Olympic Park in Rio.
American swimmers Jack Conger and Gunnar Bentz left Brazil to booze and arrived today back on U.S. soil, while teammate Jimmy Fegan went to court in Rio. He'll get his passport back and can go home, but will pay nearly $11,000 for the false report of an armed robbery. Security tape showed Ryan Lochte's story was far different than reality. Guards forced the Americans to pay for trashing a gas station bathroom. The United States Olympic Committee apologized to the host nation, and so did Lochte, who wrote on Twitter, "I want to apologize for my behavior last weekend for not being more careful and candid in how I described the events." In competition highlights, wrestler Jordan Burroughs lost his quest for repeat gold. The men's volleyball team will try for bronze after falling to Italy. Tonight, after a bobbled handoff and a dramatic solo re-race, Allison Felix and the 4x100 relay team run one last time for a medal. Brian Moore, NBC News, Rio.
And tonight, Usain Bolt runs for history one last time. We're just hours away from the doors opening for the first concert at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Luke Bryan, and then a sold-out Metallica concert less than 24 hours after that. There were a few bumps in the road at the first major event a few weeks ago, so what can you expect if you're going this weekend? Metro Transit representatives say every available train on the light rail system will be in service. There will be more than 80 cars serving the event. All 4 entrances to the stadium will be used and the Skyway will be open. So organizers say with so many different points of entrance, getting in and out should be pretty smooth. All that being said, with around 13,000 people leaving the stadium at the same time, there will still be some delays. Officials say they will continue to adjust and work out any growing pains that might arise. Famous prime rib is just now being served up in Wild Rice, North Dakota. Tonight is the 4th annual Night Out for 61 for 61, raising money for the Roger Maris Cancer Center. Here's a live look at the Wild Rice Bar and Grill, where everything is happening tonight. You'll see some familiar Valley News Live faces out there tonight, helping serve you food, get raffle tickets, and hopefully raise some money for the Roger Maris Cancer Center. The annual Night Out goes until 8 o'clock tonight. This event is the kickoff to 61 for 61. So if you can't make it, there will be more events to come. If you go out to Wild Rice tonight, take a picture with our team and share it with us on social media. To do that, just remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. That's also where you can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Another big event to benefit the Roger Maris Cancer Center, the Cowboy Up Ride Against Cancer. This year is the 12th annual event in McLeod, North Dakota. Today was a beautiful one for the trail ride, and the events continue tonight with a street dance at 9. Tomorrow, there's a Kids for Cowboy Up parade at 10 a.m. That's also when the horses leave McLeod. A silent auction runs all day, and there's a pitchfork fondue from 4:30 to 7:30. Saturday's event wraps up with a candle ceremony at 10 p.m. He doesn't have to leap into a phone booth or go running for the Bat Cave. All he has to do is hail the folks at Make-A-Wish, and Camden is a superhero. Camden is a bubbly 5-year-old from West Fargo who today is Super K. And like all superheroes, he has a sidekick, his sister, Fantastic Faith. Camden is dealing with some heavyweight medical issues, and that's where Make-A-Wish comes into the story. It's his wish to be a superhero for a day. He's even tracking down and locking up the bad guys today. It means a lot to Camden, but also to a very dedicated super mom.
To think most of the people I know, but some of them I don't even know, and they're here for my son. It's a pretty big deal. The community that we live in is absolutely second to none. I can't believe that part. For us, it's like a wish in itself to have it here at our home.
The day is not over yet for Super K and Fantastic Faith. They are headed to Newman Outdoor Field where the Redhawks play. Parents and students are the targets of some back-to-school scams. What you need to know to keep your money safe. Still ahead tonight.
And much cooler air is on the way to start the weekend, as most of us won't even reach 70 degrees for your Saturday. But looking off to the west, we will see warmer air filter in. That'll be here for Sunday and Monday. Details coming next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.